Hi my dear students, welcome back to a new session. In the last class we already learned regarding some bacterial disease like typhoid as well as pneumonia. You had learned. So in this class some more information regarding bacterial diseases, because in the exam point of view mainly they are asking the question is which of the following disease is a non-bacterial disease or which is a bacterial disease. So that purpose I given some excess information for bacterial diseases. Okay, let's write some bacterial diseases. So let's start with put the heading common bacterial disease, common bacterial diseases, bacterial diseases. So except typhoid as well as pneumonia, remaining we are going to discuss. So these all are, for example, first one anthrax, cholera, dysentery, and next one is diphtheria disease, and fifth one anthrax, cholera, diphtheria, dysentery, diphtheria. Next some sexual diseases, that is gonorrhea, next syphilis, and seventh one is leprosy, tetanus, tuberculosis, and 10th one is meningitis, and 11th one is whooping cough, and the last one is plague. So this is actually 12 yesterday is given to complete 14 bacterial disease, a common bacterial disease which are asking in an exam. What they are? Simple: anthrax, cholera, dysentery, diphtheria, and diphtheria. Next leprosy, tetanus, tuberculosis, plague, meningitis, whooping cough. So this leprosy and sexual transmission disease are syphilis as well as gonorrhea. Let's see, each disease is going to caused by which type of bacteria and one symptom. Only this disease is caused by which bacteria and one symptom is enough. Okay, let's write anthrax. The disease is caused by Bacillus anthrax. Okay, and most of the disease are going to spread or caused by having of contaminated food as well as water, mostly water than food. So this is caused by Bacillus anthrax bacteria, and here anthrax spores, your spores are more affected. At the beginning spores are inactive in condition, but when they enter into the human, enter into the host, these spores are activated. These spores are activated and producing toxic compounds within the host, so which are going to cause the illness to individual. Okay, so this is actually regarding anthrax. Which one? Bacillus anthrax is a bacteria. Spores are within the host, spores are activated and producing toxic compounds which are very harmful to the health. Enough. Next one is cholera bacteria. Cholera disease which is caused by Vibrio cholera. This is a bacteria, especially by having of contaminated water. The symptoms are motions, continuous motions, diarrhea, vomiting and motions, normal character. Okay, and next one is dysentery, which is caused by Shigella. Shigella dysenteriae. Shigella dysenteriae, it is a bacteria which cause the disease is dysentery. So in this case what happened here, intestines are going to affected, large intestine, especially large intestine, nothing but colon, mainly colon is affected. If in this case, if the severe cases, we can notice the WBC cells, we can notice the WBC cells or pus cells in fecals, right? So this is actually, which one is third one, dysentery. Next one is diphtheria, which is caused by Corynebacteria or Corynebacteria, diphtheria, right? So which is here respiratory disorders, which cause a respiratory problem, nothing but respiratory disorders. Okay, and next one is, these two are gonorrhea as well as syphilis. Which one is gonorrhea and syphilis? These both are what? Sexually transmitted diseases. Gonorrhea mainly caused by gonorrhea or gonococcus, and syphilis which is caused by trypanomonas, right? So in these two cases, in the first case gonorrhea disease, here mucus of gonads are affected, mucous membrane of gonads are affected. So it is the best example of sexual transmitted diseases, right? Next one is syphilis. It is caused by Trypanomonas bacteria, Trypanomonas pallidus. So this bacteria, it is also example of sexual transmitted infections, nothing but sexual transmitted diseases, right? Next, leprosy. The leprosy which is caused by Mycobacterium leprae, which is caused the leprosy. And due to that here, the skin wounds, skin infections, skin wounds are formed, contagious, highly contagious diseases, right? Next one is tetanus, we can call as tetanus. Tetanus, it is very important here. Tetanus, which is caused by Clostridium tetani, Clostridium tetani or Clostridium tetanus bacteria, right? So in this case what happened? Generally in this case, muscles pains, huge muscle pain, the persons are going to suffer from huge muscle pain. So once muscle is contracted, it is not going to get relaxed. So for relaxation purpose, the person will be feel huge pain. So that is actually tetanus disease main character, which is caused by Clostridium tetani, right? The disease character is what? Symptom is what? Muscles do not get relaxed. The muscles do not get relaxed easily. Once contraction, they are not going to get relaxed, right? Next, tuberculosis. Tuberculosis, it is also caused by Mycobacterium species. Mycobacterium species, which are cause the tuberculosis disease. Okay. Here also, it is also be respiratory disorders. Respiratory disorders. Okay, and next one is, which one is meningitis, meninges layers. Meninges layers are where you have no information regarding meninges layers. 3 layers are present which are covered the brain as well as the spinal cord. Here this meninges, which is caused by pneumococcus bacteria, caused by pneumococcus bacteria, pneumococcus bacteria. And here generally the meninges layers, which are the layers or which are cover the brain as well as spinal cord. So generally 2 to 3 layers are present. Such brain covering layers is called as meninges layers. But due to the presence of pneumococcus bacteria, what happened? So these layers are become swell. These layers are become what? Swell. So due to this swelling of layers, it is going to lead huge headache, migration, right? So this is actually one of the character of meninges. Next one is whooping cough, which is caused by Bordetella, pertussis. Bordetella pertussis, it is one of the bacteria which causes the whooping cough. Nothing but what? It is also a respiratory disease, respiratory disorders. So this type of symptoms mainly chronic, especially in children's. Mainly children are going to suffer this type of whooping cough disease. And last one is plague, which is caused by Yersinia bacteria. Yersinia. The plague which is caused by which one? Yersinia bacteria. Here generally this Yersinia bacteria which are present in small mammals, right? So here which are the disease is transmitted from these small mammals to humans. So generally this bacteria which is not present in humans, it is transmitted from like a small mammals. So these are going to bite the humans. During the biting, here the mammals containing the saliva containing bacteria, which is entered into human blood. So like the blood is going to contaminated, then gradually the number is increased and transfer from one location to another locations and cause plague disease, one of the dangerous diseases, plague disease. Okay, so these are 12 diseases and one is typhoid and one is pneumonia, 14 diseases. Where you have to give the first priority? First priority we have to by heart. This 16 diseases we have to by heart. Why? Because especially in the CET exam or in the NEET exam, the question is only this type of question: which of the following is a bacterial disease, or which of the following is not a bacterial disease? This is actually first priority. Then if you have the time, just by heart the bacterial names. Okay, then as for example Clostridium tetani symptoms of, and meninges symptoms, and plague symptoms, like pneumonia symptoms. At least one symptom you have to try to by heart. Okay, so this is a complete information regarding bacterial diseases. Next is some common viral diseases. Just put the heading common viral diseases. Okay, then first thing is, virus can cause a disease or not? Yes, virus can cause a disease to plants as well as animals. And virus containing information is what? Any one of the nucleic acid, either RNA or DNA. right? Virus can cause the disease to the humans. Virus can cause the disease to humans as well as plants. And what you have the information regarding viruses? Viruses actually they are containing any one of the nucleic acid, either DNA or RNA. So why we are discussing these 2 points? Because virus has one special character. If the virus is present outside of the cell, it is equal to one dust particle. It have no capacity to cause the disease, right? When it is entered into the human, nothing but one cell, nothing but one host cell, then only it is activated and start the replicating and cause the disease, or it disturb the metabolism of one host cell, right? Virus, if it is present outside the cell, it is equal to one dust particle, right? When it is entered into the host or one cell, it is started the replication and going to interfere into the metabolisms. Then we can call the person is suffering from one disease. Here viral diseases, according to the NCERT, he is given a rhinovirus, RHINO, rhinovirus is given. So the virus is normally cause the common cold, like flu, right? So this rhinovirus generally it going to affect the only respiratory passages, like nose, nostrils, a little bit respiratory passages are going to affect. But it is not going to affect the respiratory organs. It means the virus is not going to enter into the lungs. So lungs are not going to affected in this case. So that's why the disease is going to cure in within a couple of days or sometime 1 week. In NCERT is given 3 to 7 days. In within the 7 days, the flu, normal type of cold, it is going to cure, not corona, right? Next here again, number of viral diseases are there. But we are going to discuss some viral diseases which are important for NEET or CET point of view. Examples, like the diseases are like hepatitis A and hepatitis B. These 2 viruses. Hepatitis A virus and hepatitis B virus. Hepatitis B virus, it is actually blood-borne pathogen or blood-borne disease. Okay. So when we transfusion of blood from one person to one person, direct blood to blood, when we transfer the blood or blood to blood contact, then only it is affected, hepatitis B. In normal case of hepatitis A, it is transmitted by having of contaminated food as well as water, right? Normal. And some are like you know already, polio virus. In this case, what happened? The polio disease is caused by polio virus. In this case, the muscles are completely going to weak. So the person is unable to walk easily, right? And next case, and some are like measles, mumps, 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 and rubella. Okay, so measles, mumps, and rubella, these are normal caused by caused by paramyxovirus, right? So these are measles and mumps and rubella, these three or one group of diseases which are going to caused by one common type of virus, that is paramyxovirus, right? And here generally mainly children are going to affect these diseases. Generally the question is MMR vaccine for what? It is for bacteria or virus. MMR vaccine, it is used for only curing of virus disease. That one is measles, mumps and rubella. So generally it give the dose to the children at the age of 9 months to 12 months. At the time they will give the first dose, right? And second dose after second year, like it will give. And next diseases are like polio, rabies, AIDS, rabies disease, AIDS disease, and Ebola, swine flu, You can write the famous disease is corona disease 2020. Like number of disease, rabies, AIDS, Ebola, swine flu, chikungunya. Like, so these all are the common examples referred per virus. Here swine flu H1N1 virus from pigs, transmitted from the pigs. Next chikungunya from hue muscle pains or joint pains from mosquitoes. Ebola, like these all are normal. HIV virus. AIDS is by HIV virus, right? So these are the normal common different virus and like symptoms. Okay. Next, after completion of virus, next one is fungal diseases. Right? Here fungal diseases generally fungus are what? Generally fungus are saprophytic in nature, right? But here some of the fungus have the capacity to grow on living organisms also, and they cause especially allergies. The examples are microsporum and first one, and second one is trichophyton, and third one is epidermophyton. So these three are the common fungal diseases, so which are cause the disease in humans, mainly especially allergies. So these are act as ectoparasites, sometimes ectoparasites, and sometimes endoparasite also. Sometimes it is a rare case, mostly they are going to survive on ectoparasite, on skin, on epithelium cells it is going to survive, right? So it is going to cause us a itching. When it is going to cause a itch due to the rubbing, it is going to generate heat. So this heat as well as moisture, these two are very comfortable conditions to replicate, to grow of fungi in humans. Heat as well as moistures, which are the comfortable condition to grow of fungi in humans. Okay, right? Next, then you know that how this disease is going to transmitted from one person to another person, from diseased person to healthy person. Simple, by sharing of things, especially towels. For example, infected person using comb, through comb also be it going to transmitted from one infected person to healthy person. Sharing of towels, sharing of glass, books, pens, objects, and comb, like these, especially towels, kerchiefs, and dresses, especially in a hostel rooms, right? So these all are going to transmitted chances from infected person to one healthy persons, right? So this is common fungal diseases. Next, protozoan disease. Just put the heading. Next one is what? Protozoa or protozoans diseases. In NCERT is given regarding 4 diseases is given. One is malaria, second one is amoebiasis, third one is ascariasis, and the last one is elephantiasis, right? First one is malaria, second one is amoebiasis, third one is ascariasis, and fourth one is elephantiasis. Like 4 diseases are given. Like here in this case, if the question is asking from protozoan, it will definitely focus on symptoms first. So you have to by head at least 2 or 3 special symptoms for each disease. In the exam, he will give the symptoms first. Based on the symptoms, you have to find out it is caused by which type of protozoa, right? So let's start with malaria. I hope you all know the knowledge regarding malaria, right? So simple first point, what you have to write? Malaria is caused by protozoa. Which protozoa is going to cause the malaria? That one is Plasmodium. Which one? Plasmodium. So in Plasmodium, different type of species are there. So some Plasmodium species are caused very fatal and very dangerous disease to the humans, individuals, right? So this Plasmodium, which is already present in mosquito, So here mosquito, female Anopheles mosquito, which is act as a vector to transmit the disease from one healthy person to another person, one diseased person to another healthy person, right? Here female Anopheles mosquito, which is act as a vector, So this female Anopheles mosquito, which is going to transmit the disease from malaria person to healthy person, right? And the malaria, the life cycle, it is completed in 2 organisms or 2 hosts. 2 hosts are required to complete the life cycle. One is human. Malaria means what? Plasmodium. Plasmodium life cycle is completed with the help of 2 hosts. The first host is human and second one is mosquito, right? Symptoms of malaria. Symptoms. What are the symptoms of malaria? The first one is alternating temperature. The persons, it will be feel chill temperature as well as high temperature. Chill and high temperature, which is recurring every 3 or 4 days. Right? So this is actually first main symptom, right? Then later the symptoms are like normal symptoms. What are? Vomiting, headache, and abdominal pains. And one more character is sweating at night. Sweating at night. So this is a normal symptoms. What are the life cycle of malaria? We will discuss later. That is big life cycle is there. We will discuss later. This is only a pathogen symptoms. Next disease is what? Next one is amoebiasis. Amoebiasis. Amoebiasis, which is caused by Entamoeba histolytica. Entamoeba histolytica. Entamoeba histolytica, it is a one parasite which is going to cause the amoebiasis. First, it is going to affect at a large intestine parasite. It is going to affect the large intestine, right? And gradually it is going to cause the amoebiasis. Amoebiasis nothing but like a continuous motions, one thing and motions. It is also called as, it is going to lead amoebiasis dysentery. Amoebiasis dysentery. Continuous motions are occurred, right? Amoebiasis. Next, here amoebiasis symptoms. What are the symptoms of amoebiasis? Normal symptoms are like constipation, right? Abdominal pain, like cramps, vomiting, motions. These all are the normal symptoms. A little bit headache, fever, continuous motions. These are the normal symptoms. What is the best symptoms of amoebiasis? Exact symptoms of amoebiasis besides these normal symptoms. The symptom is here the stool with the excess amount of mucus, right? As well as sometimes we can notice the blood clots in the stool. So this is actually the best symptom of what? Best symptom of amoebiasis. Okay. Next. So here the disease is transmitted to one person to another person by house flies. That transmitted the parasite from stool to food and water. Okay. Now if we are having this contaminated food and water, the person is going to suffer from amoebiasis, right? So this is actually characters, symptoms and pathogens of what? First one, amoebiasis dysentery. Next one is what? Next one is ascariasis. Third one is ascariasis, right? Regarding ascaria, we already discussed in the 11th class animal kingdom, right? Ascaria, like male, female both are present. Sexual dimorphism we can notice in ascaria. So these are mostly filaria worms, like Wuchereria, filaria worms, Wuchereria. These are round worms, helminthus, right? So which are going to cause the ascariasis disease, right? Here this ascariasis, like ascaris, round worms are intestine parasites. These are intestine parasites, right? Then what are the symptoms of ascariasis? Symptoms of ascariasis is the normal symptoms. Like first we will discuss the best symptoms. Exact symptom is first internal bleeding. Internal bleeding is one of the best character of ascariasis. Internal bleeding, which is going to cause the muscular pain, which is going to cause muscular pain. And sometimes the person is also going to less amount of RBC cells, anemia also, right? So here this ascariasis, male as well as female, sometimes the length is too long, so that's why the chances is there to blockage of intestine. It is also one of the character of ascariasis, right? What I have to write? Character is blockage of intestine, which is going to lead the pain to the individual, right? Internal bleeding, blockage of small intestine, which are the main characters of ascariasis, right? Next one, here how the disease is transmitted. Here this female ascarias is lays eggs, plenty of eggs. So these eggs are excreted along with stool, excreted feces which are containing large amount of eggs. Now, so this feces, nothing but this stool, it is going to contaminated first soil, next water, and trees also. Some plants also going to contaminated, right? Now, if you are having of this contaminated water or like this vegetables, okay, then the chances is there to suffer from ascariasis disease. Okay. Next one is what? Remaining one, last one is elephantiasis. Fourth one is elephantiasis, right? Elephantiasis, the disease is caused by Wuchereria bancrofti. Wuchereria bancrofti, CROFTI. Wuchereria bancrofti. It is one parasite, intestinal parasite, right? Here, elephantiasis, elephant-like legs are formed due to this disease. So that's why it is called as what? Elephantiasis disease, right? Here, mainly the parasite is going to lead like inflammation, like a chronic, means it is not going to cure easily. So chronic inflammation of organs, intestinal organs. So in such chronic inflammation organs, the pathogen is going to survive for several years. It is going to stay in that organs, right? So especially which organ is going to inflammate, swelling, that is visceral organs. That one is lymphatic organs of lower limb, so which are going to suffer a lot. So due to that, especially the leg, the ties are going to become as elephant size leg is going to form, right? So that's why it is called as elephantiasis. And which is the disease is going to spread by again mosquitoes, female Anopheles mosquito, which is act as a vector to transfer of disease from one diseased person to one healthy persons, right? Which are act as vector here? Vectors is female Anopheles mosquito, it is act as vector, right? So this is actually today class regarding different types of bacterial diseases, viral diseases, fungal diseases, and protozoal diseases. So try to remind the diseases first, then later pathogen, then later symptoms. Okay. In the next class, we are going to start with the malaria life cycles and how to control the diseases we are going to discuss. Okay. Thank you all of you.